Hello, my name is Dr. Ruthie. I'm a sexuality educator. I'm a relationship expert, and thanks to funwares.com, I'm here to answer your questions about sexuality and intimacy and gender and all that good stuff. So, the most recent question I got in that absolutely caught my eye was from a gentleman writing in, and I'm so happy to hear his question. M says, my girlfriend made me shave my cock and balls and expects them to be shaved and smooth whenever we are together. She in turn does the same. How common is this for men other than porn stars? Do lots of women demand this from their partners? That is a fantastic question. And I'm so glad that you wrote it in. So let's talk about pubic hair care and how common it is and what the different options are and a few tips for doing it well as well. Well, first, Em, I want you to know that I think, in my personal experience and estimation, that it is a bit more common for women to do pubic hair upkeep. And I would venture to say it's because we're more socialized around lots and lots of hair upkeep, from eyebrows to pubic hair and everything in between, and also things above and below. So it wouldn't surprise me that women are probably the ones who do this more often. But I am hearing that an increasing number of men are doing this as well, so you are not alone. And a lot of women also, I think, sometimes wish that their partners would be more active in manscaping, as I've heard it called by some folks. Take it or leave it, whether you like that word. But they either aren't asking their partners to, or their partners are unwilling to do so. So kudos to you for working this out with your female partner so that both of you are happy and both of you are stepping up to the plate for what you like for each other. Excellent. So you're not alone, but I do think that you're at the forefront of a growing trend of men who are taking more care of their pubic hair. So what are the different options and what are our obligations as partners and lovers and things like that? Well, first of all, I want to back it up a little bit so that we're not just talking about shaved versus unshaved or natural pubic hair, but recognizing that there's a diverse range in the middle as far as trimming goes and things like that too, and talking about what we can do for all of those. Now, none of these is necessarily any better than any other, with one exception. If your body doesn't react well to shaving, then by all means, the other options are better for you. And you know what? There are people who like every different type of pubic hairstyling out there. There are people who like the bushiest of the bushy for all genders, and there are folks who want the shavedest of the shaved for all genders as well, and folks who like something in the middle, and there's also people who just don't really care, to be honest with you. So let's talk a little bit about our options here. Let me start with natural. So this is for folks who are not trimming and not shaving at all. And they just want the natural look. A lot of folks really enjoy the natural look. A lot of folks really like the feel of it. It can certainly be really strong on pheromones, which can be very seductive. And a lot of folks feel that that particular look just goes along with a grown-up body and is the most appropriate and sexy for that reason. And you can agree with that or disagree with that. It's up to you. But it definitely has a lot of pros to it. The upkeep is a little bit lower, time investment wise, which is nice. And like I said, a lot of folks do like the look and the smell and the tactile nature and all that sort of good stuff. However, just because you're going au naturel with your pubic hair doesn't mean that it's a completely hands-off approach. So my suggestion for folks who enjoy rocking the natural look, or whose partners enjoy rocking the natural look, is to comb, tug, and scrub with the pubic hair. So what that means is actually taking a hair comb to your pubic hair to help you get out the loose hairs, not hesitating to reach down and give it a little tug out with your fingers now and then when you're about to be with one of your partners, so that you can help get rid of the loose hairs that way too. And also make sure to just give it a really good soapy scrub in the shower, making sure to use a gentle soap that's happy for that area of your body. And all of this goes for both males and females and all other genders as well. Because the biggest concern folks tend to express about an all-natural pubic hairstyle is accessibility, or it feeling messy or unclean. Now, if we're showering well and all that good stuff, then the unclean part, you know, you can feel that way or not, that's fine, but it's not inherently dirty. But getting rid of those extra hairs is an important responsibility that we take on ourselves if we choose a natural pubic hairstyle. So I would also encourage, if your partner likes to be au naturel, or if you want to take care of your natural pubic hair before you present yourself to your partner when you're starting to get down with them, taking that comb or your fingers and smoothing the hair away from the genital area. So for ladies, here we have Mimi, the smaller vulva. Venus is the large one, but she's chilling on the shelf right back there now. So this is the area where the hair grows. So that means taking your comb or your fingers and just kind of pulling the hair away from the cleft down the middle here. And that increases the accessibility and also just makes it a little easier to check for any loose hairs that come out. Gentlemen, that means pulling it away from the base of your penis and kind of combing out from there. And also remembering to gently run your fingers or a comb over any hair on your scrotum, because hair in the teeth is just never fun for anyone, right? So those are some of our responsibilities as well. And you know, a really good scrub in the shower before you get together helps get rid of a lot of those loose hairs too. Excellent. The next option is trimming. Now, this could mean, you know, using clippers but not getting all the way bare. It could mean using scissors and gently trimming, but use care here. Every now and then, I even see something on the news where a lady has been trimming herself with scissors and has done herself some great damage and had to go to the hospital. So this is not a quick and easy sort of task to do. This is something you do carefully and mindfully, and pick out your tools very, very carefully, and perhaps ask someone else to help you out. That can be a really fun game together. Using a mirror, and I always suggest that people use a barrier between whatever cutting instrument themselves. So again, like a hair comb or something, you know, if my fingers were a comb, placed between the body and the blades that go past, so the blades never get to the skin. There's plenty of good resources out there for more specific details on trimming, but like I said, just a reminder to use care and you know, go for whatever level of trim that you like to have. And this can be, all of these different kinds of upkeep things can be fun to do with your partners. So, you know, if you have a sweetie that you're close with, then you can turn this into a fun game together. And it's also an opportunity to be talking about what each other likes together, right? Okay, and then shaving. This is, of course, the most difficult upkeep-wise. Right after a shave, it tends to make the skin smoother, of course. And for women, natural or artificial lubrication seems to go farther because the hair isn't there to soak it up. Some folks feel that their genitals are more accessible, especially for oral pleasure. But you know, that varies by the amount of hair and preferences and things like that. But just remember that shaving is not for all skin types, so don't feel obligated. As always, soak, use a gentle shave cream, a new razor, and lots of caution. There are products out there to reduce bumps and things and shaving rash afterwards, but make sure you're using products that are made for genital use. Waxing should be with a pro, and by all means, avoid harsh chemicals. So any kind of chemical stuff that gets rid of hair probably is not meant for the pubic region, so don't put it down there. All of these tips can be used for both male and female genitalia, and hopefully that'll give you a little bit to consider. So sit down with your sweeties, if you have one that you're this close with, and tell them what you like, and tell them what you like on your body and what you like on their body, and encourage them to tell you the same. And then, you know, work out a situation that works for both of you. And remember, just because it's something you like doesn't mean they're obligated to provide it, but it certainly can be open for conversation so you can learn more about each other. I'm Dr. Ruthie, giving you tips on pubic hair care. Thanks so much to Em for writing in, and now you're entered to win this prize this month as well. And I will see you at the next Funwares video. Bye.